Oh, wow. Honestly, this is really pretty. I'm vibing with this color. It's the Evo75 today. This is the new one from EvoWorks. This has been quite hyped up. In fact, I will say, I waited too long to review the Evo80, in my humble opinion. So I'm glad we get to see this today. The price is really good on this. We'll go over everything. The aesthetic is, in my opinion, much different. I'm not sure how I feel about the aesthetic yet, because I love the Evo80, but there are some stuff that I kind of glanced over on the Notion page that I saw about this board that I'm like, hell yes, I like what EvoWorks is doing with this. We should have the green unit today. Does it say on the side? Oh, I guess it just says anodized in mirror silver, but it should be the green unit. We have a PP plate with the rye switches. So let's go over everything before we open this bad boy up. I think EvoWorks is killing it with these things. And you wanna know why? Before we even open it, I'm telling you, man, the mounting style that EvoWorks is doing on these boards is phenomenal. Absolutely insane. I really like their iteration of their butterfly leaf spring mounts. I think it's really good. But yeah, this is gonna be the Evo75. Yeah, it should start at 169. So 169 for the rye switches. And I don't think the amber switches go for anything different, but 170 sounds pretty damn reasonable to me as per the usual with all these things. Basically all the good features about the Evo80, including the mounting style. It does still have a 1.2 millimeter thickness PCB, which didn't seem to pose a problem in the last board. So I'm hoping that carries over to this. And these are the rye switches, which is a new stem mold for deeper, more focused, low pitch typing sounds. I'm excited to try them. Let's open this. They also said they upgraded the keycaps to a thicker PBT. Again, I waited way too long to look at the Evo80, bro. Let's see if they give us the green colorway. Ooh, a hard shell case too. Spoiled. I'm so spoiled right now. Ooh, what should we got in here? We got some paperwork, cable, some extra switches, which is a nice touch, extra keycaps, our dongle, a little QC pass card. I'm vibing with this color right now. I don't know if I like the color of the keycaps, but you know what? They look really good quality at first glance. Ooh, this is a nice color. It has been a minute since I've seen a color like this for a keyboard. Oh, there's like a little protective. I like that. That's nice too. Pretty damn good protection for these cases here. Ooh, actually, you know what? I was telling a friend this earlier today where I wasn't 100% sure how I felt about the case. That maybe I'd like it more when I saw it. I think this will only come pre-built, which, dude, they really should consider. I don't know if they're planning on offering a bare bones version, but they should consider that. But we're gonna tear it apart and try it in a few different configs. Maybe we'll try some other switches today too. Oh, wow. Honestly, this is really pretty. I'm vibing with this color. All right, so the case is interesting here. So on the case, we have this bit of a lip, which is very different. So let me get the Evo80 really quick. Is this heavier? This feels a little bit heavier than the Evo80. So the Evo80 didn't have that big lip. So this kind of has a more rounded look, in my opinion. This was a little bit more subtle for the Evo80. I do like this little badge, and I kind of like this piece too. I know these have some RGB. I don't mind this at all. I thought this would be a bit tacky at first. It also acts as a button, which is cool. Me talking about preference here, I kind of wish they followed suit and just kind of went with the more standard-ish here. You know what this reminds me a little bit about? The Jelly Evolve. That's what it kind of looks like a little bit here, which I think is going to be a bit of an acquired taste. This was the side profile of the Evo80, which I thought was incredibly slick. I thought this was amazing for the Evo80. And then if we look at this guy, this is more of your box on wedge, but you do have a decent little gradient going downwards, which I like. I think this is pretty. I do want to get the front height of this too. I do still kind of like the Evo80 a bit more, but this is nice. Because the Evo80 didn't have this, right? The Evo80 had the Wi-Fi toggles and on and off stuff underneath the keycap. This is not on a keycap. And dude, see what I mean? You don't like the toggle? I freaking love it, dude. I think this is the best feature that anyone can put in a board these days. The toggle on the back, I think, makes this for me. It doesn't even look bad. You're never going to look at this side of the keyboard, and there's so much functionality. I like the bottom of this board more. I do like the bottom of this more, too. I don't know how you guys feel. I think this is a prettier looking bottom overall. This kind of gives me a bit of a Percent Studios vibe. I don't know why I'm getting that. I mentioned that earlier to my friend as well that I was talking to about this board. But it's definitely giving me like a bit of a Percent Studios. Actually, I really like this. This looks really pretty. Chrome Band-Aid. Oh my gosh. Great. It kind of does look like Gray Studios too. Yeah, a little bit. Got some custom feet that say EvoWorks. Again, you can see the nice graduated curve there, which is really pretty. It definitely has its own vibe to it too. I think I do a little bit prefer the Evo80 aesthetic, but the bottom I will give to the Evo75. Also, this feels chunkier too. Ooh. Okay, these switches are freaking nice. They feel nice. I gotta give it to them, man. Their mounting style feels so comfy to type on. But let's see what this sounds like stock, and then we're gonna tear it apart. And also, someone asked if this is a gradient keycap set. It looks like that, huh? That's really pretty. It has like a bit of a gradient to them. These keycaps feel really good too. These are a huge step up from the stock keycaps from before too. I mean, that sounds really good. The spacebar I feel like could be a bit deeper, but I think it kind of pairs well with everything else. For 170 out of the box, getting all these, including really good keycaps, I'm happy. Now I want to see how we're going to customize this thing because it should be fairly easy. Yeah, look how thick these keycaps are, dude. So they're stating 1.7 millimeters for thickness here. We should put that to the test as well. These are nice keycaps. Holy, I love thick PBT keycaps. I mean, I'm getting 1.8. I mean, it might vary from wall to wall here. Let's try a thinner looking wall. 1.7. So it is literally what they say it is. And let's see front height. 20 on the dot. If you guys are maybe not sure about my preferences here, after testing tons and tons of keyboards, I like keyboards that are 20 and below. So 20 is the top end of what I find super comfortable to type on. Anything higher, and I feel like I either have to adjust my desk, which is not possible for people, or change my chair, and I don't know, I don't like the way it feels. Cool. And then now we can open this up, because this has a catchball system. Oh wow, look at this LED over here. That is kind of cool. So we got foam, and then, oh yeah, look at that weight. Oh wait, that's not the weight, that's just the cover for everything. Is that stainless as well? Dude, actually, do you hear that? That is a pretty... Yeah, this probably will sound really good with no foam. No metallic ping at all. By the way, this is not a scientific test. This is like the worst test ever, but... And then we have the gaskets, the leaf springs. My favorite part about this entire board. I think they nailed it with the leaf springs, so... For the back of the PCB, we have flex cuts. It's the same style PCB as the EvoWorks 80. Which, again, I'm not upset about. I didn't get to review the 80 until, like, literally, what, last week? So, I feel like I'm going to give it the same criticism where I wish... I mean, okay, first of all, I want to say, I am fully understanding that this is a pre-built keyboard with a fixed layout. I get it. But I'll give it the same criticism where they coulda added PCB mounted holes for the plate. Not that it matters. This is for the the stabilizers. They could have added PCB mounted stabilizer holes. They coulda gave us an extra option here and there. I feel like they've done it in the past. Why not? The flex cuts, let's just leave that out of like the topic. That's a preference thing. I normally go for no flex cuts, but you know what? The EvoWorks 80 surprised the hell out of me. So they could have done those things. And again, I'll give it that same level of criticism here. But let's take off the keycaps and then let's rebuild this board with no foam. Actually, let's see how it sounds with no bottom foam in it. Ooh. I feel like this kind of opens it a little bit. You know, I kind of like it more without this. Like for the foamy sound signature, I feel like this gives it the perfect balance for me. Yeah, I'm going to be building with different keycaps too. And maybe switching the switches, but I kind of like these stock switches. But I have to remove everything anyways to get the foam out. That's nice. All right, let's take things apart, shall we? Let's start disassembling this bad boy. Also, little review on these keycaps again. The legends are crisp. I think these might be some of the best stock keycaps I've seen. And best feeling, because I really like the way these feel. They have like a nice, like, slight texture, like very smidge of a texture. These are nice, man. I really like these keycaps. The board, has the board even released yet? Actually, I don't even think it has. Actually, you know what? That's a great question. When does it even come out? I know it's soon. It's 169 for all the versions, and it should be soon. All right, I'm thinking no foam, because I had a really good experience last time with no foam, and I want to do it again. If anything, I think last time we just put the bottom foam in and we really liked it. Do I want to try these switches again? I think so. I feel like these are going to sound really good with this. I have a good feeling. I have a really good feeling. Dandy is a really good set. It's actually one of my favorite sets. I really like the green that Dandy has. See, this shocks me. It's a little lighter in sound signature, I think because the PP plate, but like, that is shockingly interesting for a flex cut PCB. You know, okay, I do think we need the bottom foam, but I really feel like these leaf springs, like these things are so good. These things here. I'm going to praise them again here because I really think this is legitimately my favorite mounting style in a keyboard in so long. I really like the fact that they put a block of silicone underneath, right? Block of silicone, metal leaf springs on top. And this whole thing is basically force broken from the bottom. It is such a good idea. And I really think that's contributing to it. I know the flex cuts definitely sound like not thinner per se, but they're quieter in this case. But I really think that all the negative sounds that typically come out of the flex cuts are kind of being counteracted by the way this is mounted. So kudos to the team there. Let's put the foam back on the bottom. Actually, you know what I liked last time that we did? Last time I think I did this. I think I can kind of get away with doing this. I have to put it upside down just so this could go through here, but let's see, will this work? It's definitely not loud. I like the FR4 plate from the Evo80 better because this is the Evo80 with, yeah, like look how good that sounds. And that's flex cuts. Like this is the FR4 plate. And then we put the foam on the bottom as well. I think if you're going to go foamless, perhaps you go with just the FR4 plate. I don't think I'd go with this particular combination for foamless, but the sound's there. It just needs an oomph from like a harder plate. Now, I kind of just want to disassemble this one more time, and I kind of want to put a piece of mid foam, but not the PE foam. All right, let's throw the mid foam back in. Still a little bit lighter in sound signature, so maybe the FR4 plate. I think the FR4 plate would bang in this. Let's put this too. Sounds dainty. It sounds nice. It's just lacking some loudness. We can try a different switch too. I mean, it sounds good. It's deep. It's very deep sounding. Let's try some long pole switches too. So let me see what I got we can stick in here. Maybe we can try some OG cheese switches. That's pretty creamy. It does sound pretty creamy, yeah. Yeah, the screwless design is so convenient, especially if you're new to keyboards. Oh yeah, that's... Let's see the cheese switch as well on the spacebar. Oh, actually, I think this even pairs well. I'm not even hitting the H and the J right now. I think the PP plate is going to be your choice if you want to go with foam. I think that's where it's going to hit the hardest if you go with a foamy keyboard. And then you can either choose between swapping the keycaps or using this really good set that comes with it. It does feel like they've put more quality parts into the catchball system. There is an extra button here too if you guys are interested. Not exactly sure what it's bound to, but I'll have to experiment. The LEDs on this are fun. I don't know if they're going to be everyone's cup of tea. So if we turn this on again, I don't know if this overall aesthetic is going to be for everybody. I think this is a very solid release side by side to the Evo 80. And for this, they wanted to make it a bit more fun, more bubbly, more chunky, which could be for someone, you know, like it's not, again, my cup of tea, but it's a visual thing. So that's not really an objective thing overall for everyone. Like this could be someone's dream keyboard, but I do think they knocked it out of the park again. I really like these Evo Works boards, man. This is insane value you're getting for the price here. You know what? And like I said, the long pole switch sounds really good with the PP plate. Shockingly good. Like, it doesn't even sound like there's foam with the long pole switches. Like, not at all. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. See you soon. And bye, everyone. Love you.